John Cena seems to be having a really great time as part of the DCEU playing the character of Peacemaker, but it turns out he was also turned down multiple times by the rival studio, which of course is Marvel, and recently he talked about some of the roles he lost out on and confirms a pretty big one. So John Cena is finally making the rounds talking a bit about all the, potential, roles he could have had. And one thing he did bring up in a recent interview with the Happy Sad Confused podcast was the fact that he was actually in talks with Marvel multiple times and he lost out on multiple things. One thing that's brought up is something that's a part of the Deadpool universe, and when he's asked if it's Deadpool's Cable, he says, yeah, it was Cable. Now again, this is something that we heard very much as part of the rumor rundown mill way back when they started considering Cable. If you guys remember, there was him, there was Kyle Chandler, was it? I can't remember that name for certain. But also obviously Josh Brolin was in that, and there was a couple other actors. Now also it's worth noting that John Cena has been mentioned with multiple characters related to Marvel in the past, and I believe multiple times was also considered for Kraven the Hunter. Now recently, Marvel Studios' own Spider-Man writer said, hey, at one point, Kraven was in almost everything we've ever done, but we just can't find the perfect fit for him. So, who knows, maybe they did at one point have John Cena, then they're like, guys, we're going in a different direction. Sorry, Cena, you're out again. Just couldn't see him. Either way, though, I think it's pretty safe to say he's having a pretty good time on Peacemaker and what he did with the Suicide Squad, because quite obviously, he seems to be having the best time of his life on that, and he seems to love the character and talks about it and everything that's there, so that's pretty awesome. And, he's even talked about some of the other dream jobs in Hollywood that he just did not land, but that's sort of how it happens. Sometimes you go in, maybe you're even their number one choice, and then they get somebody that's just slightly better, that fits a little bit extra into something that they see that works in their favor more. And they're like, well, we're going to pass upon you. And it definitely sounds like he was already pretty far along in the Cable stage before he lost out to Brolin, which, again, I think Brolin did a fine job given the Cable that he was given. So it is what it is at this point. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see if Cena ever joins the proper Marvel universe, and as what. Because I honestly think there's plenty of roles he could do. Just give him Hyperion or something. Just let him have fun. I think that'd be very fitting for him.